Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lifestyle with Sharon. Today we're going to make this delicious, you can see I've eaten half of it already, but we're going to make this delicious macaroni cheese and tomato sandwich. Oh my god, it's amazing. So if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel, and that helps me provide more videos for you to watch and enjoy. So enjoy this lovely video, just like I'm enjoying this sandwich. So I'm just going to make this delicious sandwich that I saw in England when I went on my travels, and I went into this restaurant and they had the most amazing sandwich with macaroni cheese in it. Oh my god, it was amazing. So I'm just going to show you and what this looks like. Oh my god, it tastes wonderful. So the ingredients that you need. So for one person you need 40 grams of pasta. To make the sauce you need 20 grams of butter, 20 grams of flour, any type of flour, 60 grams of cheese, 250 ml of milk. So you want a little bit of pepper, a quarter of a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a bit of salt. And this is the kind of bread you want. Something, obviously it'd be great if you make it yourself, but if not, just in the shops, this uncut loaf, which is beautiful. Right, so I'm just going to put the pasta into some boiling water. And while that's cooking, I'll make the sauce. So we're just going to put the butter into the pot. So we've just melted the butter for our sauce. Then we're going to add our flour. And you mix this on a medium heat for about a minute. And it will go all lumpy. This is quite normal. You can see that. Okay, so now we're going to add the milk. And I've warmed the milk up because it actually is much easier to work with a warm milk. Kind of mixes a bit quicker. So you just put a small bit in and keep stirring. And then these lumps will combine into the milk and it will get very thick. And then you just keep adding milk until this gets the consistency that you want. And you just keep stirring this until it all mixes well, and then you add your next bit of milk, and you just keep going like that. And each time your sauce is getting thinner, every time you're adding a bit of milk. Okay, so here's your sauce. That's the white sauce before we add the cheese. So it's nice and thick. You want a nice thick one, and you can always add milk later on. So what we'll do is we'll turn the heat off and leave this for a few minutes before you add the cheese to stop it curdling. So as you can see, I've got about 25 ml of milk left, but I might be adding that in towards the end. So I just have a colander here, so I'll drain the pasta. Oh, some of it's stuck. That looks quite funny, doesn't it? Let me just get a spoon to take them out. And you can see like it looks much bigger once it's cooked. There's a lot more there. Decent amount for a sandwich. So we'll add the cheese. Now this will go very thick. And this is where you add a bit more milk at the end. So because it's off the heat, some of it will melt a little bit. And then we put it back onto the heat to melt it a little bit more. So it gets very thick at this stage, especially when it's off the heat. And give it a really good mix. Right, let's put it back on the heat, and you can see how it's going to change in a minute. So just a medium heat, and this cheese will start melting completely. Now you can use any kind of cheese really, but I like to use cheddar cheese, and I like to use an orange cheese because it just changes the colour of the sauce. You can use white cheese, of course. Can you see how this is starting to change once that cheese is starting to melt? And it's very, very thick. So this is when we add our last little bit of milk, just to thin it out a tiny bit. It's beginning to look really, really tasty. See how lovely and smooth this sauce is. Now, if you do get any lumps in your sauce, because some people worry that the lumps won't go away, and if they don't go away, you can just put it through a sieve. That'll get rid of any lumps. So I'd say that's nice thick consistency, but I'll just add a little bit more milk. That looks perfect. So now I'm just going to add my macaroni in. So as you can see, I've only got a tiny drop left, but more or less 250 millilitres of milk. I'm just going to add this pasta. You could just eat this as you like, of course, but it's lovely in a sandwich. Let's go and do our sandwich. Right, so now I'm just going to cut some nice bread up. For the purpose of this sandwich, I'm not going to use the outsider. You want them fairly thick. Now, you can have them just like that, or you can toast them. I'm going to toast mine. Now, I'm going to have a bit of tomato with mine, so I'm just going to fry up a little bit of tomato. So I have our lovely toast here, and I'm just going to add the fried tomatoes. And you could put bacon with this as well. That would be nice. Anyway, I might do another video with different selections. And we just put our macaroni cheese in the sandwich. And you know, the messier, the better. As you can see, there is a little bit left over. So it'll probably make 2 sandwiches. Unless you filled it really nice and thick. And then we put our bit on the top. And look at that for a sandwich. Imagine inviting your friends over and you're going to give these for a sandwich. It's different. Come round. That looks lovely, doesn't it? So I'm just going to cut into this now. And look at that for a sandwich. Doesn't that look delicious? Right, so this is the bit I love, the tasting part. This is really fun, really messy and delicious. Brilliant. It's a different way to eat your mac and cheese. Goes nice with the tomato as well. Oh, this is delicious. Do you know there's no other way of eating it except being messy? So, if you like this video and you want to see more, do give it a thumbs up, make a comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. It encourages YouTube to show more people the videos. So it'll help the channel grow and it'll help me provide more recipes and other nice videos for you. So thank you very much for watching.